community. Hopefully everybody is doing well on this Friday. As you can see, we got BFRI starting to break out. Been in this wedge for the last few days, and I grabbed 10 shares yesterday. This thing looks like it's trying to start breaking out. So let me run through real quick all this list before I do anything crazy. CALT, I still want to keep on watch because that FDA approval was good news. See, GNFT under $5. Somebody bought their rights. It's close to 5 though. I'm gonna put on watch. Ew. Not a lot on the scanner, and that would be because the SPY is dumping some more. Surprise, surprise. Oh boy. Yay. Do have Invax, a little bit more of an expensive one, trying to move. Yeah, I don't like anything else. That has popped up on the scanners. See, X4, that's below the 200. I'm not trading it. I traded 2 stocks this week under the 200, and both of them were almost instant losses. So, not doing it today. Not falling for my own stupidity. I refuse. Alright. I don't know. I may go on BFRI here in a second. We got a little pullback going down. Let me get into the hour chart. Really get a nice feel for our direction. Oh yeah. Yeah, we broke over that downtrend. The only problem is if the SPY keeps dropping, we know what that can do. That could ruin all the patterns. Do not want to do that. We do not want to see the SPY ruin all the patterns. It's not a good thing. But if it can hold up here, like I said, I may look to go. There's nothing else. Yeah, nothing else looks good besides maybe CALT. Not a lot of volume on it yet. The bottom support's at that 22 and slowly kind of building a little uptrend here. Which is interesting. Definitely want to keep a close eye on that. I'm going to go some more. I'm going to go a little bit bigger here at 100 shares. And let's see if this thing can really start going or not. There's some buyers that come in at 7.15. So there's some support there trying to hold on this 5-minute candle. Ooh, look at that. Buyers pushing us all the way back to the top on this last minute. Now we do know 750 is very, very strong resistance. It has held up and held up. Along with 8. This whole week. Another big buyer pushing the bid up to 720. Good morning, Mike B. How's it going, bud? Just need to see the buying volume come in here. Bam. Okay, here we go. We're starting to look decent here. Pushing up to 740. See if we can get it up to 750. Approaching 740. Well, no. See, you can see that selling pressure already. We're not even there yet, and it's already coming in, trying to hold us down. But we've had all this selling pressure for 5 days, and we were breaking out bullish above the downtrend of this big wedge. So if this is going to break out, it's going to do it today. And I would like to see it do it here in the next couple of minutes. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Phew, sorry guys, 6 live streams in the past 2 days has really took a toll on my vocal cords, so I'm struggling here, but we'll get through it. What? Well, yeah, I mean the stock market is doing the same thing again. You know, SPY's dumping, and that's what we keep seeing is when the SPY's dumping, so are cryptos. But I don't think it's the stock market really that cryptos are following. The more I think about it, I think it's just knee-jerk reactions from all the indecision that every investor has right now with everything going on, because it's not normal times. It's not the smooth, hot times where everything is peachy and nobody's fighting each other and all of that. We're in a very chaotic time, so all the markets are acting chaotic, because remember, it's people who are trading all these things. So if all the people in the world right now are reacting to chaos and they feel chaotic, whether they know it or not, then they're going to trade and invest chaotic. So it makes it very unpredictable. You know, you need the nice, easy times for predictability in the market, because that's when people are comfortable. They're fine, you know, buying and holding for a little bit longer. Stuff like that. But right now it is pure chaos. And that's what we're seeing reflecting across all the markets, is just the chaotic nature of humans during uncertain times. Good morning, Lori Lee. How are you? So we're just hanging out in this 730 area basically on this candle. This candle's fixing to close, but on the fifth, actually on the hour chart, you can see we're still a ways above the $7 mark and that downtrend. So looking good at the moment, but we still have 30 minutes on this 1 hour candle. You can see kind of a possible uptrend starting there. Okay, so this is a little uptrend on CALT, cracked with very light volume. Nothing there still yet. GNFT trying to hold that 450 support. Real strong resistance at $5. Strong resistance. So maybe this could bounce back to 5, but it's probably going to have some issues breaking. Alright, this new candle's open. We want to see this 5-minute candle. If we're going to continue this bullish movement, do that. That's what I was about to say. We need to see it break over the tops of these two candles. Did it right before I could get it out of my mouth, so that's good. Oh, now we don't want to see sellers push it back below the body of these two candles. We really want to see 740 start holding up as support to test that 750 area. Long week. I'm right there with you, Lori. It's been a long week. I'm glad to be to the weekend. I'm ready to chill out tomorrow with the live stream on the crypto channel and just play some gods. Earn some sweet NFT loot. Right, very nice, very nice. Let's see if we can get through 745 here. Mike's hoping that you get some butt this weekend, Lori. That's what he's saying. He's wishing you well in your endeavors. No, that's not what he's saying. He's saying, well, actually, the only thing that's coming. What is TLC? The only thing I keep thinking of in my head is tender love and care. Is that what? There's probably something else that it means, and I'm just blanking right now. But that's the only thing that's coming to my brain. That's why I said that joke. Somebody help me here. I know it doesn't mean that. What does it actually mean, Mike? Help me out, man. I'm struggling here. I'm trying to help Lori, and I can't help her because I'm stupid right now. It's all good. That's about it? Oh, okay. All right. I guess I was right. He's just saying take care of yourself this weekend, get some rest, all of that, Lori. That's what he's saying. I just made it crazier than it should have been. A little sneaky pop back up there off of 23 on CALT. Keeps holding that 23. Ugh, look at this. Look at this selling pressure. All these wicks. We're getting 3 in a row here on the 5-minute. There you go. There you go, Lori. There you go. See at GNFT, man, still testing 450. Keep a close eye on CALT here, though. $23.50. Interesting. We have a little wedge. On CALT. I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on it while I'm looking for this to break over 750. See SPY's bouncing a little bit. Here's the uptrend on BFRI. We'll go ahead and, well, no, I'll leave the triangle top on there. Oh, we opened up very nicely on that candle. Now if we just get this push up, here we go. Here we go. Testing 750 right now. This is the moment of truth, of breakout or not breakout. To break out or not to break out, that is what BFRI must do here. See, I can even do Shakespeare, guys. You didn't even know that. So, first touch, we did pop over a little bit, but we failed. It's the same as last time, the other 6 times this week, so is it 6 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 times actually. Or this would be the 6th time. I don't know. I'd like to see GALT come back down just a tad bit to like at 23.25. Well, that's only a 10-cent difference. See, we're hard rejection off of 750. Still, let me activate this trend line here. Bam, there we go. I'm going to start building a position on this. Hop 10 shares in there. I want to see if it's going to come back down, but I want to get 30, probably 30 shares. Not too much, just because there's no volume yet. Like I said, I'd like it to come back down just a little bit more. Because we're still early. If this is a wedge pattern, which it looks to be, just a very low volume one, we still got a little time for this to try to break out. BFRI, you gotta hold up, bud. See, now on the short term, in this 5-minute candle, this 5-minute candle looks scary, but when I look at the hour chart, that 5-minute candle is not on there. I mean, there is a wick for now, but as long as this hour candle pushes back up and tests 750 again, then this actually is going to end up being an irrelevant candle. We will see. Because it could crack. If it cracks 725, it's probably going to be it for it. At least for now. Another strong rejection off of 750. This thing can just not get through that area. Very concerning. This thing is getting a little active. I'm trying to grab. Nice job, One Life. You've been killing it on ISIG. It's just not showing on my scanners. I've not seen it the last 3 days. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just throwing a pop-up every day. Nice move today, though. Very nice move. Yep. Can't get greedy, Sicilian. What'll happen. You'll hold too long. You've seen me do it plenty of times where I gotten greedy and held way too long. Come on, I want to see a little rejection. Come back down. Oh, you may not get. This is starting to break a little bit here. We'll go ahead and add my 20 shares or my other 20. There we go. Starting to push up a little bit more buying volume starting to come in here. I'm in at 23.53, which is at the top right here. But overall on the chart, we're not that high up. 30 shares, 23.50. I'm going to risk about 50 cents a share. That'll be about $15 risk on this. And that's if it cracks below 23 at all. Which we're still a ways away from that even being in the picture right now. BFRI. So this little, I'm going to just delete this down or this uptrend because it's starting to go sideways. We're consolidating. This is a good sign though. We haven't completely sold off yet. We got rejected hard at 750, but we're still hanging in there. Buyers are still trying to hold it up in this area, which means they may be looking for it to push up. CALT almost up to 24 already. There you go, baby. Let's go. One more second. BFRI coming up to 740. Might be getting frisky on 2 plays. Give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. There's a push up to 24. BFRI starting to look a little sketchy again. We'll keep it on there. And this is only 20,000 in buying volume that just pushed this up from 23.40 to 24. So a 60-cent move off of only 20,000 people transacting. So, well, not 20,000 people, but 20,000 shares being exchanged in that little time. So if we start getting like actual big buying in here, like 100,000 in volume of buying, that would be, double, or no, 5 times the amount that we just got on that one push. And you can see a little bit more coming in. We're opening up right at 24. See if that volume can just explodes in here or not. Because this was good. This was good PR yesterday. It just sold off the whole day. That FDA approval. So I'm looking today for the shorts to be out of this and the sellers to be out of it. And you see in pre-market there was only a little bit of selling going on. Can BFRI hold up here? Me go into a 15-minute. We are close to this hour candle closing. Yeah, so you can see right there, BFRI is trying to hold 725 as support. As long as we can hold up 725, we should see it continue to move. Yeah, it's just still slow movement right now out of CALT. Yeah, One Life, that's one of the reasons why I say there's so many different ways to make money in the stock market. One Life has just been trading the same stock for the last few days. So we're failing to hold up at 725. We do not want it to pull back into the wedge. It needs to stay above the wedge. ISGI or ISIG. Yeah. That should be the trend line there. Just a little ways off there. $20. We'll probably try to hold a strong support. Alright, BFRI. I'm not liking what you're doing here. Gonna make me cut this loss. Yeah, if we can't hold up 7 here, then that is a problem. But now that this momentum, that upper momentum cracked and we pivoted downward, we need to see a pivot back upward. I'm still holding at the moment because I'm looking, because this trend line, if this is going to be the start of a trend line, my earlier one was wrong, but you see how I've drawn this one, and each one of these candles is matching up perfect. If that candle holds 7, that will confirm this uptrend. You see buyers still trying to come in. What's the SPY doing? We gotta keep an eye on SPY. Looks fine. Just push back up. GNFT popping up to 475. guys at Share Vision, I'm getting on Share Vision. You know, this site is still in beta. You guys who are watching, it's showing me that my chat is not working. It's telling me to please start your live stream to enable chat, but it's showing at the top we've been going live for 30 minutes. Huh. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, BFRI, if you're going to hold up, you need to do it now. Let's see, if we drop below 7, we're back in this wedge, and we could drop all the way back down to 6 again before we have a bounce. Getting very close to taking this. Yanking my money out of here if this thing cannot hold up. It's really struggling. See, 50 days at 687. Okay, there's come some buyers pushing it back over 7. So that little trend line was not a trend line either. Not getting any confirmation of this just being a little pullback, which is scary. That's excuse me guys, that's crazy. That's crazy talk one live. Just hold ISG for a week. In this choppy of a volatile stock market. Talking crazy, man. Maybe you're right. I mean, you've been watching ISG all week. I haven't been watching it, so I don't know. But that just sounds like craziness. When the SPY is literally moving, you know, $5 to $10 a day. It's a lot of volatility. Start a new stream? I don't understand that. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, anyway. CALT getting rejected at 24. That's fine. I mean, it's got rejected off of barely any selling. Buying volume just hasn't come back in. Because we just don't have a lot of volume yet. GNFT pushing up to that $5. Now, very possible that this gets rejected at 5, but this is a nice U shape. So if it can break 5, pre-market highs of 507, it's going to need to break that as well, but it could get going. Just like that. Still got to hold 5 as support. You know, it did pop up over that 5, up to 520, but if it doesn't hold 5, it could come right back down. But very nice move on this so far. Looking like this thing may start going bullish as long as it can hold. BFRI is still hanging in. Got 15 seconds on this 5-minute candle to close. And for what I'm doing, for those of you who are wondering when I start talking about the timing of these candles closing, It's not an exact science or anything, but when it comes to the flow of the price action, if you normally, like on a 5 minute candle, the middle doesn't matter too much. Like the first 2 or 3 minutes is not going to matter that much, but at the end of the candle, you want to see that buy-in coming in. So when that candle is closing, the next candle is opening above it, and that buy-in is still pushing up. So that way you can see, okay, that price action is still flowing. Because if that 5 minute candle is to close below, it's not quite pushing. If the next candle opens below that 5 minute candle that closed like this, then you lost some of that buying momentum into that close, and you could see a drop down. You want to see continuation momentum from candle to candle, especially like right here it's just consolidating. This is not a big deal as long as these 5 minute candles were holding over, this support right here, like 650, 675. But when we're coming to a breakout point, like right here on this trend line, you can see we had that nice push up over it, but the next candle did not open up. By the time this had the movement going in, and then as soon as it opened on the next candle, that movement just stopped. You see the candle opened. Well, actually, it did push up a little bit, but it was unable to confirm and hold that, so it dipped back down. What you want to see when you're looking for a breakout is for the price action, that green buy-in to come in at the end of the candle, and for this one to open up and continue to push up and at least hold above that body. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for when I'm talking about the timing of the candles closing. I'm looking for continuation of the flow of the price action in an upward direction. And if that direction, if it's not confirming that direction, just like up here, like we were starting to move a little bit, but you got these wicks, selling pressure, and then when we get to this last candle where we needed to hold 7, you can see we got selling pressure, and then it opened up on the next candle at the end, at the close of this one, and that selling pressure price action continued to push it down to this $7 support area. So now that's what we want to see. We want to see what excuse me, we want to see what happened here, but in the reverse. We want to see the opposite. So we kind of got this similar candle here. That's a green candle. So on the next open, which is 1 minute and 30 seconds away, because this is a 5 minute candle and it's 9:53, so it's every 5 minutes. We want to see that price action continue in. We want to see us push up, and then that next candle open and make this move down, but instead of down, it makes that move back up, or at least halfway back up, and then the next candle can push. So like I said, it's not an exact science, but it can give you an idea if the trend and the price action is changing directions. And that's why I use it. Now, we do finally have a uptrend that has confirmed almost. All these candles tapping right there. This candle tested the uptrend. This one turning bullish after it, pushing back up. Got 45 seconds. Let's see if in this 40 seconds here, this is going to close pushing up, and if we get that continuation push into the next candle opening. In 15 seconds. So far, we're still pushing on it. I'm going to blow this up real big so we can see it close. Alright, got 2 seconds. This candle's kind of, so right there, see, we're opening right below the top of this candle, and that's what we want to see. That candle closed, this one opened, it's green trying to push up. We want to see it continue to do that. Now see, that's the opposite. That's what we don't want to see. So that's why I say this trend line is not quite confirmed yet, because we are still getting some indecision. So this little buying that we were getting right through here that was pushing up has now slowed down right here. And it works on all time frames. So it's the same thing on the hour chart, which is why I was saying I'm looking at the 15 and the hour, because if you look at this, it's a squished, a more squished version of this, but makes it more clear on the candles. And the reason why we're looking for that continuation is because if this hour candle does not stay above that $7, it's going to close below this red hour candle, which that means if it closes below this red hour candle, we're probably going to see, a sell-off. And we actually have, well, this is the 15-minute candle, I'm sorry. But same premise. We got 4 minutes for that candle to close. Let me go look at the hour, though. Oh, yeah, so here on the hour, we have a clear picture of what's going on. Lot of selling pressure, which we knew that at 750. But so far, this is a big indecision. A lot of selling pressure, though, more than buying. But buying has continued to hold it up the whole entire hour. So we got 3 minutes on this hour chart for this candle to close. So like I said, if it closes below the top of this body, the open of the green or the close of the green candle, I'm sorry. If we open up below it, then with this upward momentum is going to be lost. We open above it, then we still have the upward, or if we close above it, we still have the upward momentum. So same thing that we were looking for here. This candle is doing what we wanted it to, and it's also going, if this candle on the 5 minute does what it's supposed to, then we will see this same momentum in the price action on this chart as well, because this candle will close higher up. CALT still hanging in there. GNFT got rejected off of that $5. Man, that's what I said. If it doesn't hold above 5, it's going to come back down. And it did. It is trying to hold 475. So you can see on the hour, kind of the same situation as BFRI. Let's look at the SPY. So the SPY actually looking pretty bullish here on the 1 hour chart. This is a bullish engulfing candle. The open of the bottom of the body, the open of this candle is right there with that one, and then the whole entire rest of the body is engulfing the rest of this red candle. So the SPY actually may start to rebound, and we could see some nice pushes. All right, we got 2 minutes here, or actually a minute. And you can see right now the body is pushing back below that previous candle. So this last minute, we really need to see this push green, or this trend line is going to crack and this thing's going to come back down. It does actually look like a head and shoulders pattern on the 5 minute too. This would be your head, shoulder, and if this continues to just go sideways, that would be another shoulder, and then you'd have the dump. Right now we're getting a lot of confirmation that this may be about the dump. It really, really needs to hold up right here in this next few minutes. All right, I got 20 seconds. I do have multiple days. I've been following this thing for the whole entire week. Just like you have with ISIG, I haven't traded it every day because it started showing that it was in this big wedge, and I wanted to wait until the tip of the wedge to try to get the nice breakout. So like that's what I was saying. I may be, earlier I was saying this. I may be a little bit early on this breakout because there's still some room in the triangle, but that's all right. I'm not worried about it. But the lesson I was just going over was strictly just talking about intraday trading as far as the timing of the candles closing. As you know, of course, you always want to look back at the charts. I mean, I say that all the time. If you was in the stream earlier when you was supposed to be, you would have heard me say that. I've been watching this all week and had it all lined up. When Life, what you doing, man? Over at H&H stream watching him. No, that's fine. You guys, I'm glad you guys have been going over to H&H's channel and checking him out a lot more and watching him trade. He's a very good trader. He just sometimes, like me, makes some mistakes. Now look at this. Look at that. So we did, let's see, where did we close? We did close below this one on the hour chart, but we are immediately getting a push up. But however, this could be, well, actually, here on the 5-minute, it looks like it's confirming this uptrend. Was not able to crack the trend line there, so now we're holding up. Again, though, let's see that the top of this shoulder would be 715, so we got to break 715. Even though we were looking all right at this moment, if 715 cannot break, this is a clear-cut head and shoulders. You watch H Trader on mute and then you come to hear my voice. I know, man. It's the only reason people come to my channel. They just want to hear my voice. They don't care about what I've got to say. They just want to hear me say it. Yeah. Hey, whatever you come to my channel for, I'm happy you're here, and I appreciate the support. That's all I can say. If you like the voice, you know, that's your personal prerogative. You like what I got to say, that's your personal prerogative as well. I know some people don't. But guess what? I was not made for everybody to like, and I know that, so... People either tend to like me or they hate me. Either way. There's not really a lot of in-betweens. Don't know why. Could be probably something to do with me, I would guess. You come for the banner? Yeah, I would say I'm much better at bantering than anything else. I'm really good at bantering. After the debate yesterday, I was thinking about putting on my Instagram for my nickname was, in fact, you guys can call me this, or you can make this statement about me anytime you feel like it. But I'm the guy who'll argue with a hobo over a Jolly Rancher. So. Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Well, that's the thing, you know. I got some people who hate me but are obsessed with me, and I don't understand. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you hate me, how about not waste time with me and go spend your time doing something else? But you know, people still want to hate, so whatever. Banter with Ben. That should have changed the. Changed the whole brand and everything from Framework Fortune to just bantering with Ben. But it'd be a ton of content. I just sit there and live stream all day and just talk till my voice goes out. And then I'll still try to talk. It just will sound horrendous. So we're still climbing up this uptrend. Very nice. That 5-minute candle closed. We got another push up again. Just slowly climbing. The SPY did break up over the market open. So it does look like the SPY is making a decent rebound. Market watch, real mixed. No surprise there, really. Alright, there's that 715 area. We need to see a break over 715. Cannot get held up here. There's some buy-in trying to push it up now. Okay, there's some bids coming up on 715. Got the ask all the way up at 720. Nice, decent sized buyer, 8,000 shares at 715. There we go. Starting to get some more bids stacking. Bids have moved past 715. Now we're testing that 720 area. Can we get through that? See the indecision, we're just kind of bouncing in between 715 and 720. ISIG looks like it's cracking this little trend line. CALT just going sideways up here right below 24. I'm fine with that because it's still not much volume on it. These candles, that candle right there was only 2,500 in volume. So it was only just a little bit of sales. Which this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see selling continue to not really do much. Because if sellers keep, or if there's not much selling in this, buyers are going to see that. And eventually they're going to be like, well, if there's nobody selling it, let's buy it and push it up. There we go. Nice pop up to 725. Nice pop through 725. Back up to 730. See if we can get to that 750 for another test. Now we need to break 750 this time. Like we keep on getting rejected there, because I'm pretty sure that was the 6th time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was the 6th time. So this test will be the 7th time. Man, I already got 2 channels, 1 life. It's hard enough to keep up with both of those, man. I ain't trying to start another channel. Try wearing me out, man. I'm gonna fall over. I just did 6 streams in the last 2 days. A 3rd channel would be too much. You're gonna see real tears on this camera if you try to push me to do a 3rd channel right now. It hurts. It hurts to even think about. I need a bigger team. Like, I appreciate everybody on the team now and everything they do, but we are still very short-staffed for everything that needs to be done, because there's a lot that goes into having a YouTube channel. You know, it's not all just getting on the camera and talking. There's a lot of SEO work and thumbnail work and testing and things like that to try to run a successful YouTube channel. And then, of course, you got to keep up with comments, and having 2 channels and the website, there's a lot of comments. Well, plus I have Twitter, Instagram as well, and Facebook. So there's a lot of messages, a lot of comments that literally every day I'm trying to answer, and I don't get to every one of them every single day. I appreciate that, Lauren. I'll definitely hit you up. You know, it's the end of the year here. We only got a couple of weeks for the end of this year, and I'm just planning on putting out content nonstop to the end of the year, and I'll keep on it for now. Let me think about it, Lou. Let me think about. uh, well, we've talked about it before, Lauren. I just need to get that's one of the things. I just need to get around to actually getting you going on some projects because I know you're definitely willing to help, and I appreciate that. And your help will not go unnoticed. So we're starting to look like, well, no, we did break up. So it's not a head and shoulders pattern anymore. So we're just having a little pullback to that 720. CALT still not doing much. GNFT now has a nice uptrend. It hasn't dropped yet from that push over 5. It's still testing it, but it does need to break over 5 soon and hold. It's a slow moving market so far, though. See anything else that's popped up? Oh, IMMX just popped up and got halted. I saw that one earlier, but this is just IPO yesterday. Oh, this is an IPO. If I'd have known, I didn't notice this was an IPO. Wasn't that on there earlier? Damn, if I'd have known this was IPO with 7 million in float, I would have definitely kept an eye on that one. Even though it was below $5. Huh. Oh yeah, that cheap of an IPO is starting to go bullish after the previous day's sell-off. That's definitely one to keep an eye on. Alright, so BFRI, we are pushing. We held 725, which is nice. Just waiting on that push back to 750. CALT still hanging up. Looks like it's holding that previous resistance as new support already. The IMX unhalted, still ripping. Look at that rip. Looks like it may be about to get halted again if it keeps put. Yep, just got halted again. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. I thought I looked at that one earlier, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it just popped up on the scanner. Because I don't know how I would have missed that being an IPO from yesterday. What's up, Ruben? Good morning, buddy. I'm a Superman, but not Superman. I wouldn't want to be Superman anyway, you know. If I had to tell people my biggest weakness was green rocks from another planet, I don't know how I'd feel about that. I think what the writers of DC were originally trying to do with Superman was say that he was a crackhead who smoked green crack rocks that caused him to get his powers. And that would probably be because all the DC writers happen to be on crack themselves. Let's go Marvel Universe, baby. Screw DC. Throwing shade at the DC peeps. Come on, DC peeps. You gotta admit, Marvel's just wiped the floor with DC. Alright, God, both these plays are moving so slow. But they're still moving. Well, CALT just moving sideways at the moment, but BFRI still moving in an upward direction. Marvel for the win, exactly, Ruben. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't actually seen Red Dawn because, like I said, I don't even watch DC, man. I tried to watch. The only DC movie that I've seen in the past ever that was decent was the first Wonder Woman, and then they went and screwed the pooch on the second one. From what I heard, I didn't even watch the second one because everybody was like telling me that they DC'd the second one. So I haven't like I said, I seriously haven't even watched any of the Superman movies. Like I just can't. I tried to watch a bunch of DC stuff. I watched, what was that? The one with Harley Quinn and Will Smith and all of that. The What's going on with this chart up here? There we go. See, IMMX still halted. We do have this little downtrend at the moment on BFRI. A short-term downtrend. We need to see it pop up. Break over that. If not, it could ride back down to the uptrend or even dump. Batman's parents died in a gulag? Oh my god. Well, that's definitely man, he can't get a break. It don't matter what universe Batman's in. His parents are dead. Like there's not been a storyline where his parents are alive, man. Like that's so messed up, man. DC's like, we're gonna take a regular guy, we're gonna make him rich, but his parents are dead no matter what. No matter the parallel universe, no matter the storyline, Batman's parents have to be dead. They have to be. Well, if you hate super movies because they're so predictable, I suggest you definitely check out The Boys, because The Boys has one of the most wildest scenes and funniest scenes of any superhero type of thing that I've ever seen. But just The Boys in general was a great show. Making fun of superheroes. More accurate representation, I think, of superheroes. So IMMX come out of that halt, shot up to 630, and now getting slammed all the way back down. So it's a little sketchy. Need some time now to consolidate, as it looks like we're going to pivot and probably have a pullback. 5 could hold as support, but do we even have a reason for this to be ripping? Oh, never mind. It's an IPO. That's why it's ripping. Sometimes these IPOs just like to rip. But missing that play. Yeah, there you see it starting to come back down. And BFIR has really started losing volume to, it was at 1020. Alright, I want to make sure this is not going to crack here. is going on with my charts? I cannot read my charts. There we go. Oh, actually, well, you can see on the 1 hour chart where the uptrend is a little bit off, but that's just where the candles are connecting on the 5-minute. Oh yeah, you can really see that trend line is a little bit less as tight as I thought it was. Oh, yeah, you did watch The Boys One Life, yeah. I ain't gonna do any spoilers in case you haven't seen The Boys, but for those of you who have seen The Boys, the scene that I was talking about, that's the funniest scene I've ever seen, is the well scene. Like, that was not, I could not have predicted how that scene turned out. I was not expecting the way that turned out. I was dying laughing. I was like, what? Those graphics, man. Them graphics was nice, too. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put a stop loss in on this thing right under 7. Because looking at it on the 15-minute, we're holding up the 10-day. So if we was to crack below the 10-day, we'd also be cracking below the trend line, and then $7 is right there as well. So we got like 3 different confirmations of support in this area. So my stop loss is just right under that support. Because this is a wedge, we want to see it curl back up though off of this candle. Next candle we'll want to see push bullish, and then a nice flow up to the downtrend for a break. Alright, it's 10:30. I'm going to take a couple of minute break here, take a little breather. An hour and a half in, still watching the same 2 stocks try to move. GNFT did come back down, but still holding this trend line. Looking very nice if it can hold right here. Could try to do another retest of 5. Actually, this is a perfect triangle pattern here as well. There's the $5 resistance, and then there's your nice wedge on GNFT. So if it can break back above 5, it'll break up out of this triangle. If it can't, it's going to dump. But that's looking pretty good. Even on the 15-minute, this candle has 5 minutes. If it can push back up over 5, that'd be a bullish engulfing. So BFRI is starting to come back up a little bit. Alright, cool. Alright, guys, I will be right back. Give me just a minute. A couple of minutes, actually. And we'll see. Let's see, the scanner has gotten full of stocks. Okay, so we're gonna come back. We'll see what else is going on too. All right, took a little bit longer than I thought, but I'm back and everything is, well, we are starting to push back to 750 here on BFRI, which is a good sign, but we do want to see that break come on this test. CALT did pull back down into that wedge. It's trying to hold up. We'll see if I can hold there. But let's focus on BFRI because it is testing 750 right now. See all the selling there on the ask at 750. Need to see it get taken out. Need to see buyers chop through this. Got chop suey this thing here. Do have a decent buyer at 745, 5,000. Well, he just got taken out. 745 was trying to hold a support for a second, but cracking there. We are a bit of the ways off this trend line, so you could always come back. Let's see. Getting rejected again off of 750. What I don't want to see, which may happen, is having to adjust this trend line and it get rejected off 750 again and coming down, because then it's going to have to retest 725 as support again before it can try to test 750. Really want to see it break here. GNFT still slowly climbing up in this triangle. This is looking decent. Just got to break that 5, but it's buyers are trying to keep it up there to try to test it. Let's see, we got a minute left on this 5-minute candle. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to break this attempt at 750. Looks like we gave it no little touch, rejected off of it. Still so much selling pressure there. But the weird thing is, selling at 767. There's a seller sitting there at 2,000 shares. Not sure why he's sitting at 767 for. So 745 acting as resistance. Okay, we got through that. Looks like we're going to give us another little test here, possibly. Yep, testing 750. Bam, bam. Oh, let's go. Up, up. Bids. We got some bids on 750. And they got taken out. We need to see the 750 start to hold. We got bids stacking again. They're coming in, but just not as strong yet. We want to see this whole bid side, about 5 rows down, light up with 750s. Okay, we got 3 of them on there. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Now let's see if that can hold. It's trying. 750 holding on that test of support. Buyers just have to see this hold up, 750. Big buyer just came in over 750 at 752, 8,000 shares. Look at this. Look at the buying volume that's slowly increasing into this. Buying volume keeps coming in here. Then we're going to get a break. We're starting to break through 760. Let's go. We're hitting this little tip right back here on the previous 2 day. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to break. Let's go. Let's see this break of $8. We've been waiting all week for you. Been waiting all week. And I'm looking for the push to 8. We are getting a little hung up at the 775 area. We don't want to get hung up there too long. We're running into resistance at 765, and like I said earlier, there was a seller sitting at 767 with a good bit of shares, so we definitely don't want to be hung up at 765 for very long. Need to pop right through that like right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take 10 off, so I got an even 100. Taking a little profit off there at 762. 765 starting to hold as support. See the bid stacking at 7. Oh, they just got taken out. We do have a 7-cent spread at the moment. It's because we're getting a little wild. Thinking about cutting that loss on CALT. It's still holding above 23, but really looking a little rough there. All right, BFI. We want to continue to hold 750 if we come back down. We want to stay above that. We really don't even want to see 750 on the bid. We want to see these 756s, 754s, stuff like that. So we're not even testing 750 support. See the strong selling pressure on the 5-minute. This 5-minute candle's fixing to close. On the 15-minute, this candle's fixing to close too. All candles need to close above 750 here. If not, we are going to pull back down. Let's see, it did hold. We're still trying to. Buyers are still trying to hold it up. We need new buying to come in after that little push up and not being able to continuation break out. CALT is looking close to dumping. Ugh. So, again, cracking back below 750. 750 still being a problem. We did just get some more buyers on the bid. There's a 10,000 share buyer at 750. All right, let's see if we can get back over, back over 760 here. Look back at all the 5 days. We are building higher lows, higher low here, higher low here, higher low here. It's starting to build higher highs. High here. And we just tipped for another higher high. But man, $8. $8 is really going to be tough. In fact, we're struggling with 750 still on the 5th day of this thing. Is real crazy. Some big selling pressure holding this thing down. It is very low float. There's only 14 million shares out there outstanding. So breaking through that 750, we should have popped a little bit harder than 25 cents on this low of a float. That was almost a million volume there, but a lot is more selling than buying. So said AGLD up 15%, Matic up 15%. Nice. Avalanche is up 15% too. Ruben just broke over 115. Back on this 5-day. Let's see, ALT. 2250. Yeah, I'm not holding this down to 2250. I'll just leave my stop loss in there for now. Come on, you indecisive POS. Yeah, it looked real good on the hour chart. We got 10 minutes on the hour chart. I'm going to actually go ahead and delete this line. We want to see this hour chart close over 755, the tip of this red candle. If anybody has any questions or suggestions or anything, go ahead and get those in, because after I make this trade, I think we're probably going to get another push up here. So I'm thinking I'm going to be locking this out soon, probably at 8 if it gets up there, because as much as we struggled down here at 750 and still struggling, and 765 is holding as a little resistance, and 775 is holding as some resistance. And we got 3 or 4 more resistance lines to get through to even get to 8. And then as strong as 750 was, 8 is the big kahuna. So since this will be Well, this will probably be, that one didn't quite get there. We've only had one test of $8. So it may not be able to break that with the slowness. Now, however, if we have gotten all the sellers out and scared all the shorters out, if the buying continues and we get through all that resistance and we can break 8, then there shouldn't be very much resistance ahead of us up to like $10. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But GNFT, let me fix this trend line a little bit. It's still consolidating in that triangle there. Check the SPY. What's the SPY doing? So the SPY just had a push up, coming back down again. You can see on the 1 hour where the 250 are right up here at 466. So the SPY is still pretty bearish in that downtrend. Nice, Ruben. AVAX is one of those ones, it's a blockchain, so there's no telling how high it could go in the future. What's wrong, Sicilian? What you sad for? It's GNFT not able to break 5. UAPS, what is this? A little bit higher float. It's trying to hold $5 as support, but cracking through it a little bit. Did have a nice move though, from 443 up to 551. A little decent dollar move. At least we're actually seeing more than 4 stocks on the scanner. We're only seeing 4, man. That's wild. Been ugly week. So we're really struggling to hold 750 here. If it doesn't, it's going to come back down to the trend line. I really don't want to see that. Look on the daily chart on this. Oh, there's our uptrend is a lot. I can draw this uptrend a lot better on the daily chart. I don't know why. Had it drawn like the 15-minute chart. Well, basically though, you can see the uptrend is right there with the 10-day moving average on the daily. But I am not holding this over the weekend. See, CALT getting a little buying back in. We'll go ahead and just remove those lines, see if we can get a better pattern. It's just so low volume that it's not really giving us any patterns yet. Yeah, well, and there comes the pullback. So failed again, another rejection at 750. I'm going to remove that line just to get it out of my way. And then I'm going to draw this support line, or this resistance line, whatever you want to call it, right at 750. And we've got another little wedge here going. Oh, GNFT consolidating for a whole hour. Yeah, well, that's you know, BFRI has been consolidating too since this morning. It's moving upward, but just not very fast, and that's the thing. I mean, with the SPY kind of is really still kind of going sideways today, but it is in a pretty nasty downtrend. Let's see, where's it? Let me draw a straight line for today. There's the downtrend for today. So for the SPY to even come back and go bullish, it's got to break 465, which it was rejected pretty hard that first time. Wearing me out here. The FRI. We got 2 minutes for the 5:15 an hour, and anything else, any other charts to close. Let's see how this closes on the hour chart here and opens on the next hour. But it possibly, I mean, the end of this little triangle is not until like 11:45. So it will possibly be another hour before this could break out. The fact that we're not continuing that upward momentum in the short term. We just had another pull back down. A lot of issues at $5 for this one too. It's tried to break $5 3 times today, and every time, well, 4 times actually. There was another test there. It was not able to break. I want to see it hold up at support though. Oh no, crypto Doge game is supposed to be like Super Mario. eh, we'll check it out later in the live crypto update. Just bring it up to me then, like you have been. We'll check it out there and see what what it looks like. The premise is actually interesting because if you remember the old Mario's, anybody who played Mario, uh, to get the coins, the Mario coins in game, you always had to jump with Mario to hit the boxes or whatever they were called, and you get coins, or sometimes you would get a leaf, and you get like squirrel gliding powers, or you get a frog and you'd be able to swim underwater or whatever. But the ones with the coins, I'm assuming that's exactly what they're thinking. Those boxes that you jump into will give you Dogecoin or whatever coin they're trying to push just by playing the game. That's what it sounds like anyway. Not a bad idea, but, also not like... Oh, you haven't dived deep into it yet either? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's an interesting idea, but I would have to see what value the game is actually bringing to its players and community. Like, with Gods Unchained, there's a lot of value they're bringing to their community. Like, you can actually make money just playing a card game, which is really incredible. In the past, I mean, you had to be like a super player and all of that to make anything, but now, I mean, with Gods Unchained, you don't even have to be that good of a player. And still earn God's tokens and get NFTs and stuff, so... Of course, the better the player you are, the more you're going to get rewarded, but... Still, it's not like it used to be. Alright, BFRI, if you don't break out here soon, I'm just going to put a stop loss in and get some lunch, because I am not waiting a whole nother hour for this thing to try to break. Here we go. We're starting to come back up to 750 again. I think it heard me. I think it heard me. Is that what it is? Do I need to serenade you? Do you need to be serenaded, BFRI? Will that make you feel better? Let me see you break that 750 line. I'm waiting for buyers to come and get in line. And I don't care that I messed up that last line. Make fun of me in the comments, but as long as BFRI can hold 750, we might see 775. And it seems to be working. There you go. Serenade your stocks and marinate your steaks. That's what we do here. Pretty sure I lost about 3 viewers there because their ears started bleeding. So for that, I apologize for your ears bleeding, but I will not apologize for my amazing, beautiful singing voice. Sure, Ruben, yeah. I'll shoot you a message, bud. Yeah, man, I know. I'm the next Elton John. An amazing singing voice. I should be, a celebrity singer already. I don't know why I'm on here day trading stocks and stuff. I got the voice of a divine angel. You want that as a shirt? Serenade your stocks and marinate your steaks. You know what? That's actually a good idea, Lord. All right, let me get my list of ideas here. And look, let's see, where's my idea list? We'll write that on there. I gotta take some time on that shirt though. I'm gonna do it, If that's what you guys want, I'll make it. That shirt. That shirt will give me a few days to work on it. I get it out. Everybody on Share Vision who's not used to who's not used to what we do here at Framework Fortune and serenading stocks, I'm sure they're freaking out a little bit. They're like, what the hell is this dude doing? He's singing to the stocks. And look at this. We're pushing up. We're pushing up. Let's see if we get the 775 break this time. We're holding 765 as new support. It was previous resistance. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, we may crack below it. Yeah. We need buyers to step back up on 765. Okay, there's a bid. That's one. We need to see more bids. We got this one guy here sitting at 763 with 2,100 shares. But we really need to see that. Look at that, 765 on the ask, 1,500 share seller. There we go. Another bid back on 765. Second bid tried to come in. Let's see him start stacking. There's another one. Nope. 765 back on the ask. Get a little bit of a double top at 770. Don't make me start singing again, BFRI. I'm going to have to charge you. GNFT is approaching that $5 area. So the test is about to come on GNFT. It's either going to break over $5 here, try to have a shoot up. There is some resistance at 520 where it's got hung up at twice. So you also want to see it break 520. But if it's going to break, it's got to do it here soon. And you need to see that $5 start holding that support. If not, it's going to dump out of this probably to about 450. Oh, BFRI, look at you. So, actually, get back over there. There we go. So, right now, we are confirming this breakout of this triangle. We had the initial break. This is a second indecision candle where buyers are kind of waiting it out, see if it's going to hold up, and sellers are, sellers and shorters, if there's any in this. There may not be any in this. Well, there's got to be shorters in this the way this has been held down. But anyway, this candle's fixing to close. So on this next candle, we're going to need to see the break over 770. And that will confirm this breakout is going to continue to run. So we're opening up. Remember what I was saying earlier? We were opening up above the body of this candle right here. So we had the selling pressure in, but now the buying's pushed up, and now that buying at the close of that candle is coming up in this next candle. We'll see if the buying keeps coming in. Buying's starting to come back in. Still got to get through at 765. We're hitting it right now again. Yep, there's a, yeah, okay. So we got a bid on 765 again. Let's see if they start stacking. Yep, there's 2 stacking, 3 stacking, 3 stacking, 3 stacking. Very nice. Bids are starting to stack. We're about to probably try to push to 770. We may push through 775 here. We're testing 770. Those sellers are out. Testing 775. Got some sellers sitting at 774. Come on in here, buyers. You've been waiting. This candle still has to close, because if with 2 minutes left, for some reason this candle was to get pushed back down, then we're still in indecision. And you see it just did get pushed back down as I was saying that. So 765 still not able to hold. Okay, there comes some more bids back in there. Not as heavy as they were. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say we need to see them get heavier and heavier on the bids, the buyers. Two and a half minutes on our confirmation candle. Hack Minecraft servers with Python. Wow, that's pretty savage. We don't want to see this. We do not want to close like this with this big wick. All over the place here. Crack back below 750. That's not good. We do have a huge spread though. It's about a 20-cent spread for half a second. Got to get back over 750. We cannot get rejected here. Minute left. Come on, BFR. I do not like how long this is taking. This is taking way too long. The fact we're still testing 750 as support is not what I wanted to see. Not mean to do that. So this candle's fixing to close. Okay, we're opening right at this body. So that, yep, got to push back over. There we go. Come on. You see a bunch of buyers stepped in at 750. Huge buyers. There was 30,000 share positions there. So this is starting to confirm possibly, because this is not a confirmation candle. It did close above 750, but you know it closed to the red. Like I said, for confirmation, we needed to start holding at 765 as support. Some bids trying to hold 760 now. Still getting held up at 765. This is nonsense. Why the hell? Just one peak. I mean, there's a part of that peak there, and then there's some congestion back here. But 765 shouldn't be holding up this strong. It should be 775. CALT's back in that 2350 area. Let's take a look at it real quick. Yeah, just still barely any volume. It's kind of going sideways still. Alright, we're coming up on another possible test. The CLT trying to push back up to 2375 area. Oh, that's the wrong stock. There we go. Might have to start singing to this thing again. Might have to serenade the damn stock. It's not want to do what it's supposed to. Prepare your ears. Here we go. Back down testing 750 again. If this thing does not make a move, it's got to be very close to making a move one way or another, because this has been a long time of consolidation for this low float of a stock. And I'm gonna give the stream to 11:30. We'll give it 10 more minutes to see if this thing is gonna break here. If it doesn't and stays in this area, I'm just gonna put a stop loss up under it somewhere. I'll do that before I get off the stream, and yeah. There's another little test of the 765. Bids at 763. See 765 on the ask. Still sellers sitting there. There's three different orders on the ask right now. Got some decent bids stacking at 760 there. Showing buyers are starting to maybe make a decision here. Right through 765. Now we're testing 775 again. And let's see if it breaks. Nope. Rejection right away. Coming. 770 is a seller. He got taken out. That was nice. Bids moving up to 770. Bids starting to stack at 770. Can they hold 770? Trying. Come on, BFRI. You're so close to 8. And if you could get there, wouldn't it be so great? BFRI. Stop taking up all my time and just break out. Come on, let's get through there, because 8 is going to be so strong resistance. At least at least it should be. Stock has not been quite cooperative to what I've been saying. What's up, Anthony Roca? Not sure how you say it. You can let me know. I will correct it. PTN. Don't know. We'll see. Is PTN on my list? No, PTN's not on my list. I'll check it out in just a second. Right now, I'm looking for this 775 area to possibly break down and make our way to 8. Still getting rejected. One big buying volume push, and we are going to pop through 775. We're getting very close. Oh, damn! Bids just started there we go. Bids started stacking at 775. We're pushing on up. Come on up. Don't get held up at 780. Come on now. You got room all the way up to 8. Stop that. Stop doing that. Who the hell is selling their shares at 780? You're gonna hold through the break of 775 and then sell immediately at 780? Come on, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so we do have bid stacking at 776. There we go. Finally, that 780 got taken out. Now we got sellers at 785. Nope, 780 still hold. Another ass came back in there. There we go. Wow, look at the big buy-in that just came in. Look at all them big orders. And woo, we are all over the place. Those 780s are slowly getting taken out. We need to get off of 780. We need those. We need those big buyers to push up a little further. Come on, get to 8. You're so close. This is what I was. Oh wow, there. Okay, that worked. We got right to 8. All right, let's see if we break 8 here. I'm gonna go ahead and lock out a little bit. Lock out 10 more there. And I got 70 left. I'm going to see if it can break through 8. And I'm trying to hold 790 as support. Because we're going to need to hold 790. I'm going to take another 10 there because we are kind of testing 790. And back down again. Wait a minute. How much did I lock out? Oh, I locked most of it out. I thought I was only on 10 shares. I locked 80 out. I only got 20 shares left. Well, okay. Well, that's all right. Didn't mean to lock out quite that much, but I'll take it. You know, if it doesn't break 8, that's what I was planning on doing anyway. Maybe it's probably my subconscious brain holding me to my own rules. Like, bitch, you're gonna lock it out here. You ain't gonna play with it. You're having another red day this week. So I'm pretty much out of this right around a $78 profit with only those 20 shares left. Starting to hold at 790. Looks like we're going to give another test of 8 here. Yeah, maybe so. Testing 8. 8 starting to break down. A lot of buyers coming through here. We got bids on at 801, 802. See if this volume continues to explode. So bids not able to hold 8 there. They crack back below. Look at this very closely. Where's that at? 787. We are still struggling. See, we got a lot of time. We got 4 minutes on this candle left. Can we get another test? Cracking back down to 785. If it can't hold set, I'm just going to put a stop loss right under 785. If it can't hold 785, then it's going to probably come back down because the trend line is still way back down here and 750 is way back down there. And I'm just going to see what the rest of this 20 shares does the rest of the day. I still do have CALT, 30 shares. It really hasn't really done much. It's still kind of uptrending on the day. Oh, BFRI just cracked there. So $77 profit. Makes up for a little bit over half of my losses this week. So that's nice. I was 150 down on the week. Now I'm only down, including this, I'm down about down about 75, 80 still. And we'll see if this ends up doing anything or not later on. But that is it for me today. We are way over what I usually like to stream. And then yesterday, yeah, you guys know what's been going on. I'm going to call it a day. We'll be back at 4:30 Central for the live crypto update on the Framework Fortune crypto channel. And if you haven't yet, go check out frameworkfortune.com. It's free. Why would you not? Appreciate everybody joining me. Stay safe out there. Until next time.